Every once in a while, I like to spotlight people that I admire and that have done something with their life that I just go, wow. I am spotlighting a lady right now called Tippi Hedren. Anyone ever heard of Tippi? Well, stay tuned. You're going to find out more about Tippi Hedren. You know, the lady from Alfred Hitchcock, The Birds.
For you and for me, let's all pave the way every day for peace and harmony.
Tippi Hedren, what a wonderful, wonderful woman. I've met her. I've been to Shambala. This is a place where she has the animals that she keeps, like Michael Jackson's tigers are there, and all kind of animals that people just, the exotic animals they have that they should not have. And instead of, the stories that she's told about people abusing them because they can't take care of them because they're called wild animals for a reason. Well, a few years ago, my TV show Touching Lives, I was able to go out and see Tippi at Shambala with a group of people. We had a wonderful time and we were able to just view the different animals that were there and listen to her stories. So it's an animal protection reserve type thing. And she lives right there on the compound, if you want to call it that, so that she can be hands-on. She has so many wonderful programs that you can do. You can adopt the animals. We, in 2012, my TV show, Touching Lives, we were scouting, as we will be doing with Do the Dream TV, for people who actually are dream makers, who've made a difference, who've helped other people, who've gone beyond. Now, not only has Tippi helped these animals, that this place that she has is wonderful. It's maintained by donations. The other thing that she did was she taught people who were refugees from Vietnam, she made it possible for the women to do nails. Yes, to give them employment so that the refugees would have something to do so they could earn their citizenship and be a viable part of the United States. Tippi did this. We gave her the Touching Lives, People Helping People award, and she came out and just gave a wonderful speech and was telling us the different things. But I want to show you a little clip about her and Shambala and show you her picture with the award. And see, she is one of those people that I call magnetic. You've seen me talk about magnetic people before. She's also a dream maker to help other people's lives come true, to help other people with their dreams so the dreams come true. The dreams of so many Vietnamese women who wanted to just become an American citizen, but viable to contribute. And she did that. And I'm just in awe of her. And so I'm going to show you some clips on Tippi real quick. And then I want you to be a dream maker. I want you to really pay attention. Listen to that seed and what was given to you in your heart. So, Tippi Hedren. Tippi Hedren. I heard about her, and actually I saw her movie, The Birds, Alfred Hitchcock, and Marnie, and the different ones when I was a kid. Loved Alfred Hitchcock, The Birds. I've seen that movie so many times. But I'd heard about Tippi during our first awards show from her publicity manager. He was doing PR for her, and he had talked about Shambala and all the wonderful things that she was doing. Our plan was to have our show, our awards show, People Helping People, Touching Lives, from my TV show. We wanted to have it annually to give back to unsung heroes. And basically, I wanted to give her an award. I took it before our advisory board, and they all agreed. So we got a hold of Tippi. I had no idea other than Shambala. We went out to Shambala and we saw the beautiful compound that she has there, the reserve for those animals that she's taken in, all of these wonderful wild animals, big cats and just animals that people should never had taken in, they never bought or raised as little cubs, and then they grow up to be they're animals. And that's what she was explaining. She lives on the compound. It was a beautiful experience meeting her, taking a picture with her, and then letting her know later on through her PR person that we wanted to give her an award. But while we were at the compound, she would come out and she would give speeches, and she talked extensively about the danger it was housing animals and raising wild animals, as she lived with them. At the time, she sold this DVD of this movie called Roar that her and her husband they produced. And it took them a long time to produce it and a lot of money. It broke them. And it was a movie about these people who wanted to live with the animals. They lived with the lions, and that's basically what they did. Her and her husband and the kids. When Melanie Griffith, that's her mom, is Tippi. When she was little, she was raised in that kind of an atmosphere with animals. And I even know one of the stories that Tippi told that day, and she was kind of giggling about it when we were taking this picture in her office. And she was telling us about this story about having this beautiful red Bob Mackie gown. And Bob Mackie just made some beautiful clothes, as you can see. I'll show some of the pictures of some of these gowns that he made. He was famous in Hollywood for making gowns for all the movie stars. Just gorgeous gowns. And so she was telling this story about this Bob Mackie gown, that it was a red gown that he had loaned her so that she could go to an award show. She had the gown at home. She was trying it on. When she turned around, one of the big lions came up to her and he marked it. He peed on this gown. Basically, she said, I said nothing. I took the gown off and I didn't even tell him about it, that this lion had peed on this gown. She said, I just returned it. And I thought, oh my gosh. I bought one of the DVDs of The Roar, was the name of the video. And I watched the video it was a movie, full feature film that they made. And oh my goodness, the scenes. And I found out later, and she had even said that people were mauled, that people were hurt. Even her daughter, Melanie, she got hurt. She had to go in and get some reconstruction on her face due to these lions, all of these lions and tigers and all wild animals in this movie that her husband was making at this compound, and all the horrible things that were going. People got scalped by the lion, one of the directors, and it was just horrible. And she was talking about it, and when I got home and I saw the movie, and I said, oh my goodness. Well, she's saving these animals. She even had Michael Jackson's tigers there, Thriller and Sabu. And they were there because when Michael wasn't going to go back to his Netherlands, they needed to have a home for them. And so she has them out at Shambala. And also a place where if you wanted to adopt an animal, they still keep it there. But she said it cost $1 million a month to keep that thing going, to feed them all and to keep it nice and clean. And here's one of the things that I noticed when I was there. It didn't smell. It didn't smell. You know, like a zoo usually has this animal smell, or a circus, you can smell the animals. This had no smell at all. It was very clean. It was just very well kept. And the people were very pleasant, and you could just, her personality, of her love that went out to all the animals, and recognizing that they're wild animals. I guess after you lived with them in your home and they attacked you and you had to go to the hospital, because throughout this movie that they made, so many people got injured. So many people in the cast got injured and the crew got injured, and it was hard to do this movie and finish it because of all the dangers that were going on. So when you watch it, you will see the actual animals attacking people, and he kept it in the movie. The husband did. Well, they divorced. After finding that out and giving her the People Helping People award, when she made her speech, she talked about not as much Shambala and saving these animals, but she talked about being known for helping the Vietnamese women who were refugees from the Vietnam War come over here and do nails. And here's a little tiny clip about that.
It's probably the last thing audiences noticed in Alfred Hitchcock's The Birds. Actress Tippi Hedren's nails. Who would have thought the screen legend's lustrous manicures would help inspire a $6 billion nail industry with a legion of Vietnamese? In 1975, after the fall of Saigon, Lee and her family fled Vietnam and appeared in this local paper after ending up at a California refugee village with nothing. Hedren, involved in the refugee crisis at the time, became a mentor to Lee and 19 other women with poor English skills, but who wanted to work.
Other Vietnamese would enter the country. They learned about this manicuring business, and it's become huge.
Today, 40% of manicurists in the U.S. are Vietnamese Americans. In California, it's 80%.
So as you can see, Tippi Hedren, she's a marvelous woman, and I'm so happy we were able to give her the People Helping People award and thank her for all the things that she's done for people. And you can still go to Shambala. You can go to her website, and then you can contribute. I hope you enjoyed that, because I really and truly am in awe of people who help people. We are going to carry on that tradition of giving back, of saluting those people. They're called to me the unsung heroes. And we have quite a few of those because we have given awards out in the past, and we're going to be doing it again. So I want to share some more stories with you. If you enjoyed this, just please subscribe. And then I want you to just put some messages below. Give us a like. And do the dream team is on school. I have my own school class where I teach you, and I'm there. I'm there all the time. You can direct message me. You can say, hey, Kathy, I want to go to this next level. I want to make my dreams come true, because that's what we're about. Do the dream.